this is the Nina Crafts Project Club for July 2014. I've already pre-cut out all my pieces of card. I'll give you the sizes of these as we go along. To start with, we're going to be doing single letters, so we need 26 of your coloured pieces of card, and these measure 3 centimetres square, and we need 26 of the white squares, and they're 2.5 centimetres. In total we need 102 of the white squares, so you can cut them all out in one go if you want. So we're going to start off with the white ones. So in this month's stamps we have 2 alphabets, one's an outline and one's a solid. We're going to use Memento ink and we're going to use the outline, so we want one complete set of every letter. So stamping right in the middle of each white piece. You can do 2 sets of the alphabets in one go because we need another full set for the main card. But I'll do just the one for now. So I've now stamped all my letters in the black outline, and I've just separated the vowels, and I want to do those in the paler ink, and this is Memento Summer Sky. So this time we're going to be using the solid alphabet. And you can use your black outline as a guide for each of your letters. Okay, there are our vowels. Now we're going to change to the darker ink and carry on with the rest of our letters. So for this one I'm using the Memento Danube Blue. Like so. So we'll carry on and I'll finish the rest of the letters. So now I've stamped all my alphabet, we need to attach them to the 3 centimetre square coloured card. You have a few dexterity problems, so I like to use an old acrylic block. I don't actually use these anymore. I tend to get in a bit of a mess when I'm gluing anything, can't pick it up properly, so I use that as a little platform. So using PVA glue, just put a few little blobs. Try not to get it too near the edge because I don't want it to seep out over. I'm better off picking it up with my tweezers. Now when you place these on here you'll get a nice 2 to 3 centimetre gap all down the edge, and then just let them dry. So this is the last one of our single letters. So next we need to make a full set exactly the same for the main board. So now I've done the second full alphabet, we need 2 extra blank squares. We need a piece of coloured card, and this measures 20 centimetres by 11.5 centimetres. So what I want to do is space the letters out, leaving a 2 to 3 centimetre gap in between each one. I like to lay them on before I commit to actually gluing, so I'll get it right in my head where they're all going to live. So once they've been spaced out evenly, we can see the gap. I just use a couple down the side, just visually I can see what's going on. That's okay, so I'm quite happy that that's going to fit. So now I'll go ahead and glue all these in alphabetical order. Okay, so there's our full alphabet with the 2 blank ones on the end. I'll let that dry. If you just be aware that on top of the N it's slightly rounded and it's a flatter baseline, as with the I and the H, and I think that's it actually. Oh, and the X. So they're slightly flatter at the bottom and just a little bit more of a curve on the top, just so you know which way around they go. It's not really that noticeable. So now we're going to move on to the single cards. So we need 4 pieces of the coloured card, and this is cut at 11.5 centimetres times 8.7 centimetres. We need 4 of those. And then we need 48 of the 2.5 centimetre white squares. So 12 of these are going to be blank, 8 of them are for the vowels, and the rest of them are for the random letters. So now we've done all our outlines, we can do the colour, and the same as the last time, we're going to do the vowels in the lighter blue and the other random letters in the darker blue. So now finished stamping all the outlines and the solids, we're going to make up the cards. So I'll do this one first. Same again, we should have a 2 to 3 millimetre gap, and what I did was try and space the vowels out a little bit. So put a blank square on each row. So that's how this card's going to go. So I'm happy the way the layout is, and now I'm going to use my PVA glue and stick them down. So now I've finished the single cards, the last thing to do is to make some counters. So using the coloured card, we need 36 2 centimetre square counters. So I've turned all the single letters over. Pick one, so we've got a letter G. We'll get a counter and cover the letter G. Obviously it's 1 card each, and then we turn this one over and cover the appropriate letter on the main card. So I chose the letters because the children have a little bit of difficulty looking at these capital letters. If you look at the G, for instance, it goes into a descender, whereas on the capital one you don't get that. So they are different, and these are the ones that I think caused my daughter at least a little bit of a problem going from lowercase to uppercase. So that's the reason I chose those particular letters. So you could add some more of your singles and do some spelling games, and I do know that we are going to be having some numbers and some lowercase letters, so you can actually expand on this game with some other bits. Just change the main colour and then you can see which bits belong to which board. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye.